You see now at far on the right hand side, you'll see 4 sets of headlamps heading your way. Right in the middle of the twisters, either side are the fireflies. More about that to come in the next few minutes, as this amazing scene now is about to set Bournemouth on for the rest of this evening. It could not be better. Take a close look at the sides of these aircraft. There's 2 halves to this particular display, a formation half and also sets of pairs, and then we go into the fireworks section later. I'll let Andy now lead you through the details about the 2 aircraft in the middle of the twisters.
So, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful opening start there. Lovely to be able to track right in. See the gentle breeze bringing forward this little bit. A little bit later, we'll hear all that. But you can see on either side of the aircraft, the blue lit aircraft in the centre of the twisters, and on either side now are the fireflies with the red lights on either side. They're going to position out to our left-hand side there. Twister aircraft, they're led by Pete Wells, team leader. Comes from a gliding background. He also runs a aircraft repair or a glass reinforced plastic repair outfit out in South Africa. One of the leading proponents of this form of kit building. And his partner, his buddy, his number 2 is Chris Burkett. Very much an aerobatics enthusiast, been flying since an RAF cadet. Been flying high performance aerobatics, winning trophies and aerobatic competitions. He's actually a hydrodynamicist and works with the Formula 1 teams and shipbuilders, brain the size of a plant, but also in his spare time just a superb pilot flying all sorts of wonderful aircraft. So here he is. Peter's flown inverted, and Chris is actually Peter's flown inverted, and Chris is now going to fly the rest of the formation up onto in their inverted mirror path. So here we are with Pete Wells inverted, Chris flying in mirror formation below him, and fireflies on either side looking absolutely resplendent. The twisters in the blue light, the fireflies in the red. So the fireflies descending, moving away. Twisters now rolling the right way up. Pete and Chris moving the right way. The Twisters aircraft originally developed from a remote control radio aircraft. So successful was the design that 2 German brothers turned it into a working kit-build self-assembly aircraft. And it's this aircraft that Pete Wells saw at an air show in Germany. Taking it, building it, improving it, putting a more powerful engine. He's managed to then develop both these aircraft with Chris's help. They've made these both aircraft work and been displaying together since 2009. To our right-hand side now, Chris there flying this perfectly, wonderfully wound. You see the smoke there making this lovely formation barrel roll. Looks really smooth, allegedly really easy. Chris there flying beautifully off. Peter's voice controlled instructions. Peter's voice allowing Chris to anticipate each manoeuvre. So Pete and Chris have been really at the forefront of the dusk displays using LED lighting, fairly simple stuff, but powered by the aircraft, and LED lights really standing out in the evening light of dusk. Those lights showing them exactly where you can see the aircraft as they run in. Smoke again still leaving ghostly trails in the evening sky. Chris has been fortunate to perform all over the world, as far afield as Bahrain. Again, they've been flying all over, and they've been absolutely delighted by crowd support and reaction to their, especially their evening dusk display. So, lights off, ready for a handover. Out to your left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, for the Firefly.
And flying the firefighters, these are two RB4s, one of the most popular kit planes ever built in the world. Well over 9,000 of these aircraft flying, of which these are, of course, two of 1,400 RB4s built. Now, most of them have been Asher built. These two were actually built in the US, imported to the UK at the end of 2014 by John and Andy. By John and Andy, I mean John Gowdy and Andy Durston. Both bosom pals now, both flying similar airline routes based over in East Sussex, but got to this position in two different and completely opposite routes. John Gowdy, very much a self-starter, began as involved with gliders at the age of 14 and still a member of the same gliding club, but got alongside Andy, who went to the military routes. He got himself an RAF scholarship in Manson and continued this through PPL training. And although he went gliding, got himself a slot in the University Air Squadron and then into the Royal Navy. These aircraft are a real pleasure to fly, relatively lightweight, and a two-seat development of the earlier aircraft that Vans came out with, and really super seating, plenty of room in there, and an economical aircraft as well. But they feel like real fighter aircraft. They're very agile, very, very maneuverable indeed, and the visibility from the top absolutely outstanding. As they depart now on the, well, they're coming in for one more pass before then the twisters return it. So here they are pulling up now in their graceful lines. Both pairs do very, very similar maneuvers, and they will depart out on the B to replace by the twisters. Well, I think you'll agree, an absolutely outstanding display there from the Fireflies to complete that first half, because there's yet more to come. And we need you now to keep your eyes out to the left-hand side to see a tiny little helicopter in the hands of an extraordinary pilot. He's called Brendan O'Brien. He used to have his own TV show on Discovery Channel. It was just called Pilot. And he has flown hundreds of aircraft. He's got an enormous number of aviation awards. And he's got about 70 kilos or so of explosives strapped to the root, the fuselage, the tail, all over the place on this particularly light little aircraft. Itself a famous aircraft known as Otto the helicopter, in the hands of Roger Buick across in the United States. It became famous for all sorts of antics and displays across the North American region. And he's running in now to give you his own impression. There are 2,000 detonations in this particular sequence. It will blow your mind off. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brendan with Otto the helicopter.
Oh, sorry?
You're down on the beach, or you're standing on the cliff, he's got all this bit of the beach going out, you give Brendan a massive wave. That was the most outstanding bit of flying fireworks you will ever see in your life. He is the world record holder for the number of detonations and the sheer weight of explosives on any flying machine anywhere in the world. Well, that just knocked my socks off. What did you think about that?
I just think it's incredible. I mean, not only is he incredibly clever,
one of the best
rather
paintings
patient
that
in
they
wiring
had was
on
the
all those
Vulcan, but they
fireworks,
retired
rather
it.
like Wile E. Coyote and his Acme roller skates. I think it's amazing what Brendan and Keith does, not in terms of world records, but it's sheer dazzling display. I mean, going from the beauty and the grace and the artistry of the Twisted Firefly combo there, and then to Brendan's sheer shipburst. What an amazing display.
Yeah,
absolutely.
wonderful.
Huge grin on my face.
There's still plenty more going on, of course. U22 will be breaking out on the stage near Bournemouth Pier, I should say. So used to having two stages here, but not this year, just Bournemouth Pier. And U22 will be breaking out with some fantastic festival anthems, I'm absolutely sure, very, very soon. But don't forget, tomorrow we've still got yet another very vintage weekend, Sunday coming your way with a whole load of different entertainment throughout the day. There is a Sunday service tomorrow as well at 10 o'clock. and that'll be led from St. Peter's Church in Bournemouth. But right now, it's time for us to wrap up what's been a most terrific day. Some outstanding flying, I think you'll agree, Andy. In fact, 3 jet formation displays.
It's so rare to indeed get 2 jet displays, but to have all 3 teams here, one team displaying twice, and both incredibly different, complementary. So great to see the Reds here. Great to see Breiling back in the game in the UK jet team. And with that flary ending, with the beautiful grace of that wonderful dusk display, I thought that was absolute aviation artistry at its best.
And I hear parties breaking out all along the beach now. Wave 105 really cranking it up, and Bryn ready to see us through this evening's entertainment. Bryn, over to you, mate. That was just terrific, wasn't it?
Yes, certainly was. Thank you very much there to George and to Andy. They're both actually going to be joining the back of a conga line and start making their way down to the beach very, very soon. So, George, Andy, thank you very much. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning for even more action. Enjoy your night.
Thanks very much, Bryn. Good night,
bye-bye. Now then, here on the beach, it's still very, very busy. If you look over my shoulder, you can still see a fair few people down there on the beach enjoying themselves. The music has started to strike up on the stages there as well. So hopefully, if you're here in Bournemouth, still make your way down to those stages and enjoy your night. Any social media, any pictures or anything you want us to see so we can analyse really and take in what you've been up to this weekend. We'd love to see it. On Facebook, you can find ourselves. You can find Air Festival TV. Just search it, Air Festival TV. Like the top link, the one at the top of the page, and you'll be entered into a prize draw where you can win that amazing Kit Sound Dig It. It is a Bluetooth speaker with a spike in the bottom. You can stick it in the ground and listen to music as well. So go and check it out. And if you want to see kitsound.co.uk, there's a place you can find out loads of information on Twitter at Air Festival TV. And of course, use the hashtag BMTHAirFest. Hashtag BMTHAirFest. Until tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Have a good night.
Yeah,
I know we got the fireworks at 10.
what's the time now?
It's 20 past 10.
Yeah, there'll most likely be a few more.
Oh, yeah.
It's, obviously, they've got to come from Bournemouth Airport.
So if I put in Lixilla night flights, will it bring up those beautiful aeroplanes?
Yeah, basically, if you type in my YouTube name, it'll come up with it'll come up with obviously my channel, but you can also put in Bournemouth
Air Festival.
Bournemouth Nightair 2018, and it will come up that way as well.
Right, thank you.
But it looks like there's another plane coming in.
You can shop online at www.funkygeeks.com or call us today on 01202 722 333.
Stand by all contact. We are going for flyby 0-4 minutes.
Enjoy all of the Air Festival action this weekend at the Wave 105 Beach Star Village. Scorpion Holidays and Onyx events.
You'll find us in the centre of the night, right under the flight path and right beside the landing zone. Factory action.
During 3 different bars, including a cocktail bar, the Western Cider Bar. 3 afternoons of fantastic live music, a choice of delicious free food, live radio show broadcasts, and a beach party this evening with Wave 105 next Saturday, every free before 7 p.m. and just a weekend after.
Plus, you can win a weekend break for 6 at the Wave Weekender on October the 5th. Scorpion's 18 Forest Park.
The Wave 105 Beach Star Village. Pick it up now. Hello, Sam. Do you need help navigating your health insurance?
Welcome to the Health and Life Flight Deck. This is where we help thousands of customers find simple throughout their journey, choosing their health insurance policy.
Ready to take off?
I'm ready.
Can I get health insurance?
Of course you can. What part of your policy that's right for you? We've got a hospital for that. That's simple. You can manage your policy online. Just where you've been all day. Well, come in office and work the skills
Herkes anlar. Ama hiç şimdi
It's alright. It's no problem.
something like this without.
Well, I guess we've got to see it through to the end now, haven't we? We've been here since 9 o'clock this morning.
That's a long time.
It's gone very quickly, actually, isn't it? Really? Is he that little? 5 years old? He's a beautiful 5 years old, yeah. I don't know whether he read it. For mine, yeah.